I'd like to read you a list of priorities over at USAID right now, one of the agencies that Elon Musk, who's triggered my colleagues on the left so much, the Agency for International Development, which had a budget of over $40 billion in fiscal year 2023. This is not a exhaustive list. It's a very small list, but $1.5 million to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business communities. $2.5 million for electric vehicles in Vietnam, $2 million for sex changes and LGBT activism in Guatemala, $6 million to fund tourism in Egypt, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a nonprofit linked to designated terror organizations, even after an inspector general launched an investigation. Do you still stand by your comments, sir?
Yes, my comments were in regards to the ability of administrators to adequately oversee the funds that Congress has appropriated to them for these programs.
Yeah, so you don't think this is a bloated workforce when we're spending money overseas like that? Sir, are you aware that we're over $36 trillion in debt, Mr. Resch?
Yes, I certainly am.
Okay, so you still stand by your comments that this isn't a bloated federal workforce?
The federal workforce represents 4% of the entire budget. For every
Sir, do you know how much? Do you know what the annual deficit is every year?
please,
It's over $2 trillion.
I understand that.
Okay, so you still stand by your comments that it's not a bloated workforce?
$2 trillion is not reflective of the workforce that is the federal employee.
Oh, it's not? We don't we're not spending money on the workforce?
Your entire
copy.
your entire budget, 4%. If you cut the entire workforce, 4% would be reflected.
Do you know why often we use private companies and contractors in the federal government, sir? Because you can actually fire them. It's a lot easier to fire them if they're not performing